Hey guys, we just watched episodes 3 and 4 of Luke Cage, and wow, it was really good.
Yes, it was really good.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did enjoy myself.
I enjoyed myself. So, here we go. First off, it was good to see episode 3. Episode 3 showing us that he's not just a big brute. He actually can think, how he actually went through and figured out, if I make it seem like somebody else did this, then he's going to panic and do this. And then he just went in, took out the main place, almost all of them at once, got all of the money taken away and everything, just to mess with him. It was really good. I mean, and then kind of showed us how crazy Cottonmouth actually is, especially at the end when he blew up half a building just to try to kill Luke.
The entire building.
Yeah, that was... What do you think about that?
Oh, God. So intense. Like, all the people in the building.
Luckily, they said in the next episode that not those many people were on that side of the building. So,
yeah.
That thing for that. But yeah. The episode 4 gave us a little backstory. Gave us the backstory of Luke and how he's who he is and how he got there, and gave us a way he started with his powers and how he got, and then, but not backstory prior to that, which would be interesting to see how he got into jail. Wouldn't you see that?
I'm interested in seeing that. I have so many questions about that.
And then at the end, he had this big Iron Man type reveal.
My name is Luke Cage.
So, what are your thoughts about this so far?
Not as many people died this time.
She was happy about that.
Yes. And I enjoyed how they did the whole back and forth. But I did get a little confused at points when they went back to when they're collapsed in the building and when they went back into the prison. Back and forth. That was a little bit confusing of how they did that. Because was it just from the fumes and stuff? He was just remembering?
It was probably more that he was just remembering in general.
But he just doing it to pass time,
They were doing it I guess they were doing it probably to show more of his backstory while not taking away an entire episode.
Okay. Makes sense. Could it be question time?
It's question time.
Question time!
Okay, what you got for me?
I wrote them down this time.
I'm very proud of you for that.
Okay, so in episode 3, when they're in the funeral home, I was questioning if Cottonmouth knew what Luke Cage is capable of. He's indestructible and stuff.
At that point in the story, he didn't know anything about Luke Cage and his powers.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just...
Okay. And then there's the chess guy that used to play chess with Pops, that he does his taxes. Who is he?
Right now, we're going to refer to him as Chess Taxman.
Yes, Chess Taxman.
But we have... I don't know about Luke. Maybe it's somebody else, they're referencing another character that Luke Cage knows. Maybe not. But currently, I have no clue who that actually is. I don't know if it's a reference to a character in, maybe from the comic books. I'd have to research it. Haven't done that research yet. But I'm assuming he's just another character that is liking Luke Cage and liking the whole situation. So he's just there to help.
Okay. And there's another part where Chico was talking to Luke in the hospital, and then Chico referred to him as one of them. So are there more people like Luke Cage that want to? Well, I guess now that we know that he went to Seagate and stuff, but
what Chico is referring to is superheroes, because this universe is still a universe where they have Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, all of them. They are still people who are in this universe at this time period. This is, I'm pretty sure this is right after the first Avengers movie still. I don't know if it's after I don't think it's after the second one yet. I don't think Ultron, none of that's happened. So there's known to be superheroes now in the world. So people with powers or special abilities. So he was referring to him as one of them, as in powers.
Okay. So I haven't watched the Avengers movies, so I'm assuming
We'll go back to those eventually. Yes.
the public
The public
knows
knows.
of superheroes.
Yes.
Okay. And now how you were talking about how he was going to each of like the stash places for the money, and then like call the police after he like knocked everybody out.
Yeah.
And then he like bent the guns, but aren't his fingerprints on the guns that he bent? So like, wouldn't the police see like bent guns and like how it bends and like that's for fingerprints?
Not really. They don't. That's a little bit of a pay grade.
Okay.
Like maybe if the detective had came in, but the detective wasn't coming in on these things. She's only coming in on the major ones. So they weren't really thinking about that, I don't believe.
And Cottonmouth and the mayor lady, Myra?
Yeah, I believe that's her name.
Like she was talking about how Mama Maybell was like got them like the playground and stuff. Like who is she? Like is she like just like
Guess that's the way it sounded like that's like their grandma. That's usually how it like it's like either she's grandma or she was somebody that worked in the community that they knew when they were kids.
mm-hmm.
So that's probably what made her go into politics, having that fear that was in politics. I'm assuming they may mention her more. We may see a little more about Mama, maybe, but we may not. So keep hopes up.
Who is Diamond Mouth?
Diamond Mouth is Shades' boss, who owns the guns that Cottonmouth is selling to people. So he's the supplier of guns for Cottonmouth.
So Diamond Mouth is Diamond Mouth Shade's dad?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm pretty sure it's just his boss.
Okay. Okay, so when Luke went to go fight like the biggest, like the mayor lady's office,
Yes.
and he took the car door.
Yeah.
So hashtag what about the car? The car door it's first off, the car door isn't going to protect him that much from gun bullets. Second of all, the car door wouldn't be able to like have no pushing through the door. Third off, what about the car doors came from?
I'm pretty sure he used the car of the thugs inside. So we can eliminate that people worrying about the car off that one right there, okay? So you can eliminate that part. Now, remember, Luke Cage is bulletproof. And he's super strong because of that.
Yeah.
The car door is more for like, I'm ramming into people. It's like, you know those battering rams people have? That's what he was using the car door as. It wasn't supposed to be a lot of protection or anything like that. It was just supposed to be ramming into things. It wasn't an actual real thought out thing.
But the car door shouldn't be able to push through the wall
He didn't push
first place.
The car door didn't push through the wall. Luke pushed through the wall with the car door.
But then
That's how you got to think.
But there was no damage with it. The car door should have more damage with that. Just saying. Okay. And were the people who were like guarding the place, did they all get arrested, or
I'm pretty sure they did.
were they just like let free?
I don't think they were let free since it was illegal stash house.
True.
So I'm pretty sure they got arrested. And we did actually at the end of the episode see one of the guys get sat down in Misty Stone's office, and then the dude who was interrogating the master, and he's like, I didn't see that. So that was one of the people who was actually in there. So we know at least one of them was in the police station at that time.
Oh yeah, and one of like the safe houses before, there was like the girl who was kind of like.
She was high, yes.
Oh, she was high.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. I don't know. She seems pretty out of it. I don't know.
She was out of it. 'Cause she was extremely high.
I don't know if there was something in her or.
No, she was extremely high.
Okay. So now to episode 4.
Yeah.
So in the jail, they made references to, like Beyonce and such. So were they?
They're doing
recently. He was in jail.
What they're doing is they're making it because you also got to remember that they also have to make this a timeline accurate thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the timeline accurate thing being that they would have to make it relevant time. So they took this old comic book and made it into the new day. So it's actually like he just like went to jail. It's not like he went like actually in the time period where the comic book started.
Okay.
It's now.
So the part where they are now, like him fighting Cottonmouth, isn't far from like a year. Only not very. Is it just 5 months or?
After you get out of jail?
Yeah.
It's somewhere around there, I think. Well, no.
Because they mentioned in like the first couple episodes that he's been working at Pop's place for 5 months.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around that time where he's just been there. So.
Okay. And when he put it in the healing water stuff, like
Yeah.
what is it made? Is it just water or?
No, it was some certain amount of chemicals. I'd have to actually fact check which chemicals and how much of which chemical. But it was certain chemicals that was put into him that happened and made him Luke Cage.
Okay. And I was wondering if the warden person, the blonde-haired guy, actually died when the explosion happened.
Right now it's unconfirmed, so we're going to assume he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay. And did their doctor die?
I'm like 90% sure the doctor died.
But he was like behind a wall on it. Or it's like the glass.
But that's still a big explosion, even if you're not made of steel.
Sure. Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
All right. If you guys liked the video, leave a like, comment, let us know.
It's all down below.
See you next time.
Bye!